Hello friends, welcome to a video where we are going to explore the Growing Together expansion pack. I bought it when it came out. I played it for several hours because I kind of wanted to see how generations work with this pack, and I didn't really get too many generations, but overall I'm gonna say right at the start of the video, I really like this pack. Like, there's a lot that it can offer. This is the first pack which tried to make some depth into the Sims personalities, and this is the first time I think they actually succeeded. Like, they tried it with lifestyles, then they tried it with the neighborhood stories, they tried it with what more, there are some other things which they tried to place in the game, but it didn't really work as it could. But this time I think they did a very well job, and I really like it. I'm gonna try to go through as many things as possible. I've played this pack for like 12 hours, but I still didn't get to everything. That's the problem with expansion packs. It takes a long time to actually know them. The only thing I didn't like was there are a lot of bugs. Maybe it's in the pack, maybe it's because of the update, or maybe it's because how the pack interacts with others, because I have them all installed at once so I can see how it works with other packs. And I have never needed to use the reset sim cheat as much as I did with this pack. Anyways, what you are seeing right now are the Create a Sims things. They are really beautiful. Again, we have a lot of things for young, adult, female, thin females, I would add as well, and they look absolutely beautiful. I love the style. I think this would go very well with werewolves, the dream home decorator, maybe even the cottage living, probably the cottage living, and I think with the horse ranch it would be also a pretty nice combination, so it's really fun. We have actually pretty decent amount of things for male as well, which is a little surprising, but not so much, because with the latest packs we are getting more and more stuff for male Sims as well. Most of the things that you can see are matching, so you can make like a whole family outfit and they will all match together, which is very nice. It's just such a little detail that you take the same shirt and you just put it on different, I don't know, heights of a Sim, like a child and an adult, and it makes like a huge difference for the gameplay. This is really, if you like to make stories with your Sims, if you like to play the game and just see how the Sims grow, because that's what I love, this pack is literally for you. It's literally growing together. We are growing with our Sims. With this, before this pack came out, there was an update for which added the infants to the game. So this has already some infant stuff in it, which is also really nice. And we have some like super beautiful stuff for kids. I would say there are a lot of things in this pack are for infants, toddlers, kids and adults. There's not a lot of for teens, like specifically for teens. You can obviously use the same things that are for adults for teens, but there's not a lot of stuff specifically for teens, which is fine because the teens have the high school pack specifically created for them. So I'm fine with them having just a small amount over here. So yeah, while I'm talking, you can see like different styles and class. I'm just clicking through random colors, getting some overall image of the pack. I think it's super beautiful. I really love it. I love the star. I love the little owl they added, like to some t-shirts and to some dresses and even to the bracelet. It's super adorable, the things that are in this pack, and they're straight up to my alley. Is that how you call it? Like, it's really my style, so I love it. Like the super tiny dino. How cute is that? And then I'm gonna create a family of 2. Well, mom and dad, they're gonna be partners, and we're gonna have some kids. We're gonna have 3 kids in this video. I'm gonna try to take care of them. With this expansion, we get the milestones. So the Sims can now, it's a little similar to memories in the Sims 3, and the Sims can like have memorated like the first woohoo, first job, first promotion, and then it actually gives you a little idea where to go next. Like, oh, you already have a husband, so how about you try to have a best friend? So it also can help someone who is playing like for the first time, which I really appreciate as well. I really don't like the hair that are for infants. Like, neither of them. They all look, somehow they're too thick for an infant, but at the same time they're like if I was trying to use a vacuum on the infant's head to get the gum out of it, or I don't know what, and I just got a huge part of the hair out somehow. I don't know, it's just such a weird combination. Like, it's on one hand there's too many hair, and on the other there's not enough. Infants, it's from the base game. They have 6 traits that you can try, then you can give them. For adults, in this pack specifically, we have the overachiever trait, which make the Sims, they want to finish their tasks, get their skills, progress with their life a lot. With this pack we get also like compatibility between 2 Sims, and you can choose their likes and dislikes, like if they like some personalities, like Sims with specific personalities, and if you hover over the like or dislike, it will tell you which type of Sim they specifically like. Like, if it's family motivated Sims, then they like Sims who have the family oriented trait or something like that. And you can also choose like topics of conversation that they like or dislike. Like, obviously we have to like the potty humor, but maybe you don't like people who or Sims who complain a lot, so you can put a dislike over there. With this, there also can be like you can have either like great compatibility or a very bad compatibility, and it will make the building of relationships easier or harder. And also you can set the family dynamics to close, distant, or jokesters. I don't know why they chose these 3 specifically. Like, close, distance, okay, they're opposites, but jokesters, it's like a complete other scale. So maybe there could be like jokesters or professional. I know it doesn't make really sense in family dynamics, but maybe there could be something like, or maybe well, professional is the only word I can come up with. Let me know in comments if you have a better word for the idea that I have in my head right now. I cannot do it in this video. Maybe I'm gonna do it in the rest of the video. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. We have a new world, San Sequoia. It's a nice world. It's very similar to Willow Creek or Newcrest or Magnolia Promenade, or I would even say the Brindleton Bay. I'm not gonna show it a lot in the video because I was not very like it's a new world. It's the same as the others. We have the place where you can splash. You can see it through the window right about now. And you can swim there, and you can fish there, and there is a playground in one of the parts of the world. There are the little ducklings. I'm gonna show it to you in the future. But like, there's nothing very special about the world, or at least I didn't think so. It just seemed like the same world again. Now I'm showing you what's in the build and buy mode. We are in the build mode right now. I really love these. Like the build mode, it feels like lately in the packs they are always coming up with like some new, some special swatches and some neutral swatches like gray, white, black. So you can, or wood. So you can mix and match and get the perfect house. We have new stones, we have new wood. The new wood is really great like on walls. We have, I think there's one new floor, we will see it in the short time. I like this. I like the build mode. It's nice. I'm sure I'm gonna use some of these a lot. It's not like breathtaking, but the buy mode, that was absolutely amazing, and I love it. And when I was doing this video, I was putting out the things from the buy mode, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. Look, husband, come here, I need to show you because I'm so excited about this. And I rarely show my husband something Sims related because he's not a very huge Sims fan. Like, he knows the game, he tried to play the game someday, maybe even he will make a video. That's my secret hope. But he's not like a huge Sims fan. Maybe you have noticed, but we have sleeping bags. That's because we can have a sleepover. We can have a new event, which is, and now I forgot the type of event it is. Slumber party. That's the type of the event, and the Sims can sleep over. And they will bring their sleeping bags. They will put it randomly around the house. What's a good thing? You can move them if they're in the way. You can move them somewhere. They can actually sleep, and you can tell each other horror stories. You can dance. I've had a hard time with the slumber party event because like it didn't acknowledge my people dancing, my Sims dancing. They didn't acknowledge my Sims playing a game. You will see this in the video, but it's nice to have a new type of event once in a while. We have a new skill for children. They can learn how to ride a bike. Well, it's not a new skill. It's a new thing. It's basically a milestone. And they are learning the motor skill when they're riding a bike. We have the splash pads where they can splash in water, which is really nice, and they have like several different colors and shapes, and I really like this, so you can really customize your playground as much as possible. We have a tree house. We don't need to build our houses around trees anymore. We have actual tree house. It's not very interactable. I was kind of hoping that we can actually go. It's a rabbit hole basically. It's like a tent from the snow escape, but it's nice. We have another type of party, which is the baby shower. You saw the cannon, the celebratory cannon, and so that's the thing. And we have family reunion, which is basically a dinner party. You have just a little different tasks, like instead of hey, try to talk to 20 people, it's like hey, take 20 photos. So it's a little different, and I like that we have another option. It's mostly like all the things from this pack mostly feel like they're for people who like the storytelling, who like the gameplay, which I love. And it will make it a little more deep, which I really appreciate. I really like this pack. There's a lot of decorative items you've seen. There's some like it's focusing a lot on family and on kids. There's a lot of kid stuff, but there are also like the flowers. They're absolutely adorable, and I'm gonna use them all the time. The things on the wall, I'm just so excited. I really love this. There's some a little bit for teens again, and then some for adults. Like I feel like this is a nice combination for like all the different ages of Sims. In this pack we have the changing table for infants and for, I think, even for toddlers and babies. That's something that's not in a base game. If you don't have this pack, you have to change your babies and toddlers like we did normally. But if you have this, we have these changing tables. And the thing that I've placed on the wall, I don't know if you noticed, it was pink with the bear. That's like a changing table which is stuck to the wall, and the Sims can just put it down, so it doesn't take a lot of space. I don't know if you can place things underneath and Sims could use it. I'm gonna try that in the future. I didn't try that. I just had the idea. We have the new bookcases, which are absolutely amazing, and they are compatible with each other, so you can create like your own type of bookcase. The only thing I'm missing is like a corner piece, so you could go around the room. But otherwise, how awesome is that? I'm just so excited. We have these little boxes you can place some mementos in. I forgot they exist and I didn't try that, so I'm gonna try it after this video is done. Now I'm gonna build a house using only base game and this pack. I'm not a very good builder, as you might know if you watch my channel or watch my videos. I'm trying to have a real house as inspiration. I don't know if I did a good job. Let me know in comments if you think I did a good job or not. The build and buy items are absolutely amazing. I love them a lot. What else? We have the milestones in this expansion. I think they're only in the expansion. I'm not sure if they're in the base game. The milestones are, as I said, they are like the memories in The Sims 3. They don't really make a difference. Like if you get 20 milestones or 2 milestones, your Sims like are not getting any different, any moodlet, any points, anything different. It's just mostly for the gameplay. And I started with 2 Sims. I don't know why, like my brain didn't work. Probably it just, there was an error in my brain for a little bit. So I had the baby the old-fashioned way, by woohooing, and I wanted to have 3 kids. I'm gonna show you there's a new way to have kids, and I'm gonna show it to you in the future. We have new activity table, which you could have seen right there for a little bit. We can play new types of games. There is like a domino. I don't know how it's called in English, but I will show it to you in the video. You can make puzzles, and you can get the puzzle and frame it and put it on a wall, so you can have like your own pictures that you have created. And as you can see right now, we have the same likes and dislikes, so we are amazing. We have amazing compatibility. We are amazingly compatible. What else was I saying? Yeah, you can make the puzzles, you can put it on a wall. I didn't try to sell them. Like, you can sell them in the inventory, but I didn't try to sell them like on a flea market or something, so that's something we need to explore. If you know if you can sell them, let me know in comments below. I'm gonna show you now the game, the domino. It has a name in The Sims. It's a different name, but I don't know the name right now. The sad thing is they all have the same they have the same what is it, pieces that they are putting on the board, so that's sad. After the update, or maybe with this pack, there was a new thing that came out, and that's the thing where totally random person can come to you and they're like, hey, wanna be my girlfriend, or hey, wanna be my best friend? And it really damages relationships, because there is no way to stay neutral. If you say yes, you will lose your previous best friend, which is not ideal for like a storytelling. and if you say no, your relationship with this person takes a huge hit and you might even stop being friends with them. So that's not a very nice option to have. Like, what if I say, like, if someone came to me and they were like, hey, I just moved next door to you, wanna be best friends? I would be like, well, I'm sorry, I appreciate the offer, but I already have a best friend. And they might be like, oh, alright, so can we be just friends? And I would be like, yeah, sure, we can be friends. Not that they would come to me like, hey, wanna be best friend? And I would be like, fuck off, I already have friends, I don't need anyone. And the relationship would like went real low. Oh, new personality trait. We can grow our Sims and their personality. I think this is a very well done. Like, if the Sim is doing something a lot, like for example, Aaron over here, he was just promoted at work and he was doing the skills for work most or only, so he got the ambitious trait. And I think this is very well done, that you have the offer, like they're like, hey, your Sim is doing this a lot, do you want to change their personality to this? And you can be like, oh, well, sure, and you can change it. Or you can be like, no, I want it to stay like this, and it stays like that. No one will force you to have the personality changed, not like with the best friends. So yeah, you can change the personality. You can add, I think, up to 6 Sims traits, so that's a really nice option. We have new things we can talk about at the baby shower, like gush about the new baby, or guess what the baby's career is going to be. So that's fun, but there were not a lot of options for me. Well, I like meh. They are there. It's fine. We have the celebratory cannon, which, as I tried it, caught on fire, but it still was blowing out confetti. I don't know if this is a normal thing that can happen, but it's kind of funny. At least to me, it's funny. So that was my baby shower. Now about the milestones and the babies. The infants, when they grow up. Oh, we have new like onesies for babies, and I think they're for base game as well. So you don't have to knit them only. You can actually have them and then knit some more if you want to have more options. When they grow into the infants, you can get more. You can get the milestones. You can try to get the milestones. They're like, oh, the baby can hold its head now, or oh, look, the baby is, I don't know, crawling now, or it can babble or something like that. I don't remember them, or you will see some in the video. The infants and toddlers can get some quirks like early riser or loves to be held or something like this, which again makes the babies a little more unique, a little more different, and a little deeper. Like really, the gameplay felt like it makes the connection with the Sims a little better. You can help the babies to grow, you can help them with their milestones. If you take care of the children well, they will grow up with the happy infant trait. If you don't take care of them well, they will get the unhappy infant trait. I tried that with 3 babies, and I think it's based on their needs, how their needs are fulfilled at the moment when they're growing up. So you can actually you can not take care of the baby at all, just fill their needs right before they grow up, and you can still have the happy infant trait for them. So that's a little sad. Then infants can ask for help, and the more they know, if they can bubble and if they can I think speak simple words. I don't know how it's labeled in the game, but they can try to say more like bath or food and stuff like this. The baby animations are absolutely, or the infant animation are absolutely adorable. The only thing that I don't really like is when the baby learns how to sit. It will start to move by like jumping while they're sitting, and it kind of makes no sense. Like, yes, there are kids who can sit before they crawl, but it's really difficult, that's the word I was looking for in my head, to jump like this. What they animated, the kids 100% can do it, I'm not saying that, but if they can jump like this, it means their spine and their body is firm enough so they usually can at least crawl, or maybe even like stand up while holding objects or something like this. When the babies are born, or maybe when they grow into infants, I'm not really sure right now, you get the baby handprint. I've seen 2 different handprints. I think they're randomly generated, and you can just put them on a wall, which is also super nice. I think the babies are like super realistically made. They were made by someone who actually saw a baby before. Well, an infant, opposite to babies as we knew them before. Like, look at this cute little baby. She's crying, then she's smiling, and now she fell asleep. It's 100% accurate baby behavior or infant behavior. Oh my god, I'm just messing the words back and forward. You can buy special gifts for the baby shower, which is also really nice. I don't know if you can be invited to a baby shower from another household. Oh my god. Yes, the babies can stay on the ground anywhere you place them, which is absolutely awesome. About the baby shower, I don't know if you can be invited to one. I never was so far, but at least when you host a baby shower, Sims in your family can give each other special gifts. So I think that's a really nice touch, that you can buy special gifts just for the baby shower. Oh, this is a long video. Let me know if you're still listening. Write in the comments right now if you're still listening. But look, we are already moving to toddlers. Well, there's not a lot new things for toddlers. There are, again, they can have quirks, they can have the milestones. But this is interesting. They added like a science baby option, and you can have a science baby as a single adult, or a single sim, or you can have a baby with someone, the science baby. And I think this is like an amazing option for if you don't want your sim to be pregnant, because they will not go through the whole pregnancy and the baby will come instantly. Second, it's a great option if you have like pair or partners who are maybe same sex, like biologically, or and you don't want to adopt a baby and you still want the genetics to be in place, and you don't need to change them in CAS, like make one being able to have babies and the other be able to create babies. What am I saying? But you understand, this is an amazing option for people who couldn't have babies like biologically, so they can have a science baby right now. And you don't even need to have a romantic relationship with that person, so it's also for asexuals and unfertile sims and people like this. They can still have a biological, like genetically their baby. That's what I'm saying, and I absolutely appreciate it, and I think it was a really fun and great idea. And also you can skip the whole pregnancy if you want a baby and you need that up. Absolutely super adorable thing is that the toddlers can interact with infants and with babies. I love it. It's just such a small thing, but it adds so much to the game. I appreciate every single detail. Maybe that's why I'm excited about this, because there's a lot of like small details which make the gameplay smoother and more interesting, and it gives something more into the story. Like you can actually live with your Sims. I am not a huge person who would like I'm not very invested. Like what am I saying? I am invested in my Sims lives, but this like draws me in the game much more than I expected and much more than I ever did before. So I really appreciate it, and I really loved it. So thank you. Now I'm gonna show you. I was really playing with what's her name? Justice. With Justice over here, and I got, I think, like almost all the milestones done. I was missing like 3, maybe 4 when she grew up, and she still got the unhappy infant, which sucks. But I love the animations. The animations are absolutely super cute, and I love them. Well, the other thing we can do right now is that we can choose how to feed our baby. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's not usually the first thing you can see when you click the baby, but you can choose a preference if you want to breastfeed or bottle feed, and you can also choose to use the cloth diapers. I don't have the laundry washer. I don't have the washer on this slot. I usually don't play with the laundry very much. I disliked it in The Sims 3. Well, that's not really true, but I'm not used to playing with the laundry in The Sims 4. Maybe I should. We can try new food after the baby is going to learn, I don't know how it's called, but the finger motor skill. We can try to give them finger food. That's something I was never able to do, so you will not see it in the video. I tried to do it, but it never worked. Like my Sims never did it. So I don't know if that's a bug or if I don't know what was happening. You can try new foods, and either the kid can love it or like it, or they dislike it, or they are unsure and you should try again. There's one animation which makes a little to no sense, and you will see it right now. She got 1 spoon of food in her mouth. He is still holding the food, but she somehow got, I don't know, something that looks like poop. Honestly, a baby poop, and it's just everywhere. We have several new aspirations. We have 4 new aspirations for kids in this pack. So far we had like creativity aspiration, and it's focused on creativity. We have motor aspiration, and it's focused on motor skills. Now we have 4 new aspirations which are combined. So one is focused on like creativity and motor skill, and the slumber parties. So that's a really nice thing. There are the bikes involved. I tried to teach my Sim how to ride a bike. It took her until her motor skill went up to 9. So it took a long time, like all her childhood. She was just driving her bike all around the neighborhood. I think I have a short lifespan in this save, and it took her whole childhood just to learn how to ride a bike. So I don't know if it's normal that it takes so long, or maybe I did something wrong, but it took me a long time. Another thing that's part of this pack is that your Sim can now burn out in the work, which means they need to take a little break from the work. Either they can go on a vacation, or they can focus on some skill building or their body, or something like this. Something to just, well, basically regroup, to take care of your mental well-being. And also another thing which you will not see in the video because I didn't get it, but there you can get the midlife crisis. That's how we call it. And if you get it, where your aspiration is, you will get like new tasks, and if you fulfill them, your sim will be a little happier. And every once in a while they stop and they think about their life, and then they are maybe inspired because you fulfilled their midlife crisis needs, but maybe they will be angry because you didn't fulfill their midlife crisis needs. So that's a new thing, which is again, it doesn't really affect the gameplay that much, but it's another small detail which is super nice. Kids in this pack get confidential level of confidence, and they can have either high, low, or neutral confidence. This is something that might be a little tricky because they can lose or gain the confidence very fast, like very easily. Like with my sim, she had high confidence, and then I looked away for just a second and she was in low confidence mode, and I don't know why. So that scared me a little bit. And if your sim gets low confidence, they will get skills harder, and they will well, basically it will make your gameplay a little harder, which I don't really agree with. I don't really like that. Like, the low confidence should affect like maybe the how well do you make friends, or maybe how fast will you be promoted, or maybe like if you have high confidence it would be easier to get promoted, and if you have low confidence it would be a normal rate of being promoted. You don't have to have a high confidence. And also it should depend on the career, because if you are like an actor, you should have high confidence. But if you are like I don't know what careers are in The Sims, which could have low confidence and still be successful. If you are programmer, maybe you don't have to have high confidence and still be successful. So I don't really like that. Now you can see a baby who have learned a lot of things. She can put her foot into her mouth, she can make bubbles, and it's absolutely adorable. Like, the animations are so cute. In the meantime, we are having a slumber party, so you can see that, and you can see like the sleeping bags everywhere, but you can move them if they're in a place where you don't like them or need them. You can just move them. Now you see, Justice had like so many traits. Like, I'm literally just a few traits, a few milestones from having all the milestones, and she has the unhappy infant because she grew up with low fun, and I think her hunger is like in yellow, so she has an unhappy infant for some reason. So the milestones, like, they're not affecting the growth of the baby very much. And I don't think you can have any skills as an infant, so the only thing that can be measured are the milestones, and you can they don't count. So I think my personal theory is it's all just on the needs. How well are the needs when they grow up, at the moment when they grow up. It's a long video. This is a long video. I'm sorry. I'm already talking for like a half an hour. You know what? Let's all drink. I'm gonna get water. I have water right here, and you should also get water and drink right now. Did you do it? Have you drank your water? Alright. If your sim gets low confidence, well, high confidence if they grow up. They can, I think they can, oh yeah, they can get confident even if they are not progressing in life as fast as possible, and also they are less likely to develop some fears. I think you will see it. I'm gonna click on it in a second. The other thing we can do are friendship bracelets, and you can exchange them with others. If you want to exchange them with family members, each of the family members has to have one, has to make one themselves. You cannot just pass them along. And if you want to exchange them with townies or people from other households, you can. They will automatically have a friendship bracelet in their inventory, so you don't have to like load in a game. When you exchange your bracelets with someone, this might be something which would bug me in the future. You cannot like put the bracelet off. You can try to you cannot try to destroy it. I don't know why I would destroy it, but I cannot just take it off. If you just exchange the bracelet, you have it on the arm. You will see it. You can see it on my sim right here. I did not try to put it off in Create a Sim. Maybe it's possible, but I don't know. And if it's not possible, you just have to have it until it falls off, or you just have to exchange other bracelets and other bracelets until you have the one that you wanted. I don't know. I didn't try that. You can let me know in comments if you have tried that. Now the last thing we're gonna talk about are the bugs, because there are bugs in this pack. Well, there are bugs in the Sims in general. I'm not sure which are just for the pack or which are because of the pack is combining with others. Some are just like visual bugs like this one. Some are a little more serious. This didn't really bug me. Maybe it could be a little annoying, but Steve over here, he was crying for days. Like, he was laughing and crying, he was sleeping and crying, he was feeding and crying, and he couldn't stop. And this is one of the most serious bugs that I've encountered, and that's when the baby gets stuck on a person. It happened a lot, like a lot in this game, in this save that I have played. And the thing is, the adult cannot take care of the baby because they don't think they're holding it, so they cannot pick the baby up. But also the baby, like, they cannot put it down because they don't think they are holding the baby. So for this, you have to click your shift on the keyboard and click the sim or the object you want to reset, and you find the option to reset object, and it should help. It usually helps, but sometimes, like this time, not even the resetting objects help, so I had to close the game and open it again. So there are bugs, obviously. Overall, I think this pack is really nice. The build and buy, absolutely amazing, love it. The Create a Sim, also awesome, and the gameplay, it really like brings the depth to the Sims, so I greatly appreciate it and I really like this. I recommend this. I would give this game pack like 8 out of 10 points. Alright, this is all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me likes, subscribe, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!